This is going to be a 2-bean medley. Welcome to Kiwis to Pistachio. I'm using pinto beans. I'm using a full cup of pinto beans. And today is when I do my batch cooking. I'm completely out of beans, and this will make it easier if I have all these ingredients ready for me in a freezer. Okay, so that's about a cup. Same thing. We're going to put it into a... So we're going to check for rocks, any bad beans or anything weird, a piece of wood, or I don't see anything. So then I scoop this up like this. Careful not to spill on the floor. And I pour it inside a 4-cup measuring cup. And the next one we're going to do is we're going to do the Great Northerns. I'm going to put a cup of that in there. And then we're going to put it on our plastic piece here. Spread these across, see if we have any rocks, any debris, stuff that doesn't belong there. And it all looks good. Fold this up and stick it in here. Now we're going to fill this up with water and we're going to stick it in the fridge for 8 hours, and then I'll show you the next steps for this. And the first thing I'm doing, I'm just going to rinse these off. These are all ready to be cooked. You want clean beans. The next step is to put them inside the Instapot programmable pressure cooker. Before we turn on the lid, we put in 6 cups of water. Your beans need at least 1 inch of water. There's more than 1 inch in there. The next thing we do is we put on the lid. Make sure your sealing is in the center. It's going to be ready for seal. I had to move the Instapot because there's no power on that side. That'll be an upcoming video. You're going to press manual. It's already set at 30 because I just cooked some beans. I'm doing another set, and it will turn itself on and go through its cycle. Now it's on, so I'll see you in a little bit. The 2-bean medley is finished, but the lock is still on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use the towel. We're going to put over the top. We're going to turn the valve. I've waited 11 minutes for it to naturally vent. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so it's vented out and the lock has dropped. Then we open the lid. Let the juices fall inside. And this time it's pinto beans, and that's why the water is brown. Now what we're going to do next is strain it. So what I've done now is I'm using a slotted spoon, and I'm going to take the beans. I'm going to take the beans and I'm going to put them in a strainer so they can drain. And then after I have most of it, then I'll be picking it back up and then pouring it into the strainer to get rid of as much liquid as possible. And this is part of my batch processing. This will be saved for future meals that you'll be seeing me cook. It smells delicious. Next we're going to grab the, very carefully because it's very hot. We're going to slowly pour it, the rest of it, into the pot. The next step after that, we're going to let it cool. No matter how careful I am, whenever I try to put the beans into the plastic bag, I make a huge mess. So I'm showing this right now. This is going to be the 2-bean medley beans, and it's February 20, 2018. So I'm going to bring this up closer using my slotted spoon and just grab them from the sides. If you grab it from the middle, you'll cut the beans. Probably not a big deal, but you know, it's something that I'm aware of. Put about 2 huge scoops in each of them and go to the next bag. I'm only making 4 bags this time. Then I flatten these out, get rid of all the air, stick them in the freezer, and they're all ready for whenever I want to have flash vegetables and beans. And then remember that beans combined with rice is your complex protein. Okay, so then what I do is I flatten this out and I try to get them as flat as I can, and then I try to get the air out. For the next few minutes I'm going to be flattening them out, and I'll show you what happens at the end. The 4 cups of beans gave me 4 bags full, what I can use for 4 different types of meals. Now these are going to go in my freezer, and that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Hi, this is Garrett. Click the circle on my face to subscribe, or click the upper box on your right side of your screen to check my expanded playlist. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video.